spherical mirror formula and as well as linear magnification of the spherical mirrors. So what is a mirror formula? Mirror formula is nothing but, so that is the equation or formula that can be give the relation between the object distance, image distance and focal length, UVF. U means object distance, V means image distance, F means focal length. So to find the relation between them, I am taking a concave mirror. So first of all I am going to find the mirror formula by using concave mirror, that is also applicable to convex also. So now let it be concave mirror, it is called pole of the concave mirror, this is considered focus, let it be focus and it be the center of curvature. So beyond C I am taking object, an object is at beyond C, so let it be the object. With the object, let us consider object is O dash, O dash, and this is the height of the object. Object name is O dash. So now by using the rules to draw the ray diagrams of concave mirror, I am going to find so where the image of this object can be formed by this concave mirror. So first of all I am taking the one incident ray that is coming from top of the object and that is parallel to principal axis. Now this is the incident ray, so coming from top of the object and it is parallel to principal axis. After reaching the mirror, it is incidenting on the mirror at a point A. Let it be point A. This point A is called point of incidence for this incident ray. So after reflection, how it will be? So according to rules, so after reflection, this incident ray will be passes through focus. This is a reflected ray corresponding to this incident ray. And next after that I am taking another ray, so that is incidenting at the pole. This is the incident ray, so that is incidenting where? At the pole. At the pole. Now the point of incidence, this is the incident ray coming and it is incidenting at the pole. So with what angle it is incident? So then it will be reflected with the same angle, because it is not parallel to principal axis, it is not passing through focus, it is not passing through center of curvature. So that's why to find the reflected ray corresponding to this incident ray, we have to find the angle of incidence. So to that purpose you have to draw the normal, but already normal is drawn here because we are incidenting the ray at pole. So this pole is become the point of incidence. The line joining the point of incidence and center of curvature is known as what? Normal. So that's why now this principal axis become normal. So the angle between the normal and incident ray, now this is the angle. So this angle is how much? Theta. Let it be the point, the angle of incidence will be theta. So here principal axis become normal for this point of incidence. So that's why with what angle it is incident, with same angle the reflected will be reflect. So with the same angle the reflected will be reflect. Now consider this is a reflected ray, so is also reflected with the same angle according to first law of reflection. Now this is a reflected ray corresponding to this incident ray. Now where the two rays are intersecting? Here. Here image is formed. This is the image. This is the image. So now consider the image name will be I dash. This I dash will be the image for this object O dash formed by whom? Concave mirror. So now after that, so here when we observe there are two similar triangles are there. Two similar triangles. So what are they? So one is PO dash. PO dash. And next one is PI dash. So PI dash. There are how many similar triangles are there? Two. When we say that two triangles are similar, so if all the three angles of the two triangles are same. So now consider here this is a triangle PO dash. In this one this angle is theta, and now next triangle is PI dash. Triangle is also theta. Two are same, and these are the two right angle triangles. Here the angle 90 degrees. Here is also angle 90 degrees. So when two angles are same, so then third angles also become the same. Here and here is also same. That's why these two triangles are similar triangles. So what are the two similar triangles? First one is triangle, what is name? PII dash or II dash P. II dash P is the II dash P. And next triangle is O dash P. This O dash P. O dash P. These are similar. Why they are similar? So here this theta, this theta. This is the first angle and this is the second angle and third angle. All the three angles are same. So that's why these are called similar triangles. These are called similar triangles. So when the two triangles are similar, so then the corresponding sides have the same ratio. The corresponding sides. Here what are the corresponding sides? So for the triangle PII dash, I am taking this side. So for the triangle POO dash, what is the corresponding side? This II dash will be, and this OO dash are called corresponding sides. The corresponding sides ratios also same. So that's why I am taking II dash by OO dash. II dash by OO dash. But what is II dash and what is OO dash? So OO dash is nothing but object height. Let it be h0. And what is II dash? That is nothing but height of the image. II dash is nothing but height of the image. OO dash is nothing but height of the object. II dash is nothing but height of the image. And next, these two sides, corresponding sides, are proportional to the what? Remaining sides. What are the remaining sides here? PI by PO. So PI by PO. So PI by PO. So what is PI? PI, this is the image. So pole to image. This is the pole and this is the image. Pole to image distance is called as what? Image distance, that is represented with the letter V. And pole to object distance is known as what? Pole to object distance is known as object distance. PO is nothing but what? U. So here PI is image distance, PO is object distance, I dash is height of the image, O dash is height of the object. So substitute here. I dash is nothing but hi, and the height of the image, by O dash is nothing but height of the object, is equal to PI, and the pole to image distance is V, by pole to object distance is called U. Let it be equation 1. Let it be equation 1. So next, after that, I am drawing a normal from point of incidence A to principal axis. So now it will be intersect here. Now this point will be considered P dash. This is a P dash. This is a P dash. So now there are two triangles. So because of this, drawing the normal to principal axis. So A P dash F, A P dash F, and next one I dash F. These are two similar triangles. So I am writing here. They are like this. So this is I dash, this is F, and this is the P dash, and this is the P. Now these two angles are called vertically opposite. So these two are vertically opposite angles are same. And now these are right angle, these are right angle. So automatically this is the similar. So these two angles also same. So that's a triangle P dash, A P dash F, A P dash F. This is the. And next one I dash F, I dash F. These are now also become the similar triangles. So when these two triangles are similar, then their corresponding sides are ratio are proportional. So that's why I am taking the, so this side I dash by AP dash. After that IF by FP dash. Ratio is the same. So now these two triangles. What are the two triangles? Triangle, what is that? AP dash F. This one. AP P dash F. This one A P dash F. Here is also A P dash F. And next triangle is, what is the triangle? I dash F. This one I dash F are similar. These are similar. Sorry, here forgotten, similar. So that's why their corresponding sides ratio proportional. So what corresponding side? This I dash by AP dash. So this is the I dash, and this corresponding side will be the here AP dash. So I dash by AP dash equal to, and next two corresponding sides, IF by P dash F. IF by P dash F. So IF by P dash F. P dash F. Now this is the ratios of the corresponding sides, similar, same. And next after that I am writing IF. This IF will be there. So but you doesn't know what is IF, but you know the what is I dash. What is I dash? I dash is nothing but height of the image. So what is AP dash? So this AP dash will be same as O dash. AP dash is equal to what? O dash. O dash. This AP dash is how much height? So the O dash is also same height. So that's why O dash is nothing but H naught. And next P dash F. So this is a P dash F. So this P dash F is similar to PF, because when the incident ray will be height is decreases, so this P dash will be approaches to P. So that's why, so the P dash and P place are taken as same. When we take the P dash equal to P, so when this height will be very less from the principal axis, and that rays are called if the incident rays are very nearer to the principal axis, that rays are called paraxial rays. In case of the paraxial rays, you can take that P dash is same as the P. So when P dash is same as the P, the distance between P dash to F and the distance between the P dash to F is same as between P and F, and as well as the distance between the P dash I to the distance between the PI will be same. I am writing here how it will be. So in case of which rays? Paraxial rays. In case of paraxial rays, and nothing but if the incident rays heights are very near to principal axis, so that's why the P dash is similar to P, and nothing but the P dash is approximately equal to P. So in this case what we taken? P dash F. P dash F is equal to PF. For what is PF? The distance between the pole and focus. The distance between the pole and focus is nothing but what? Focal length. And next after that, the distance between the pole to eye. Pole to eye is nothing but image distance is taken as what? P dash I. So P dash I can be taken as Pi. What is that? That is the image distance V. Now IF. This IF can be written as in terms of the image distance and focal length. So these are IF. So how we can get this IF? So from P to I distance can be subtracted from P to F distance. So this is the actual Pi is there. This is the Pi. This is the P and this is the I. And here F is there. How we get this IF distance? So from Pi when we subtracted the PF. So Pi నుంచి ఏం తీసేయాలి మనం? PF తీసేయాలి. అంటే nothing but from Pi minus PF become what? Fi or IF. Same. IF అంటే I2 నుంచి F కు ఎంత డిస్టెన్స్ ఉంటుందో F నుంచి I కూడా అంతే డిస్టెన్స్ ఉంటుంది. Are you following? So I am writing this IF distance in terms of image distance and focal length, and from the image distance when we subtract the focal length then you get the IF distance. So what is Pi? and nothing but Pi or Fi will be same. So here If this, that's why I am writing If. So nothing but If can be written as so Pi minus Pf. Pi minus Pf. So If equal to, what is Pi? Pi means what? V. And what is Pf? Pf, pole to focus. So pole to focus distance is nothing but focal length. Got V minus F. So what is If? V minus F. What is P dash F? P dash F. So P dash F will be similar to P dash F. Once again I am writing here. Sorry. So P dash F equal to Pf, that is how much? F. So that's why I wrote here If is equal to V minus F. So now substitute here I dash, AP dash is nothing but OO dash. So I dash is nothing but what? Height of the image by AP dash is nothing but OO dash is nothing but height of the object. Otherwise I am substituting I dash by AP dash means what? OO dash is equal to If means what? V minus F by P dash F. P dash F is nothing but Pf. So what is I dash? I dash is nothing but height of the image by OO dash is nothing but what? What is OO dash? Height of the object equal to V minus F by what is Pf? Pole to focus distance is nothing but focal length. Now let it be equation 2. Now what is the equation 1? Height of the image to height of the object. What is equation 2? Height of the image to height of the object. So now from equation 1 and 2, when 1 and 2 are equalized, or from 1 and 2 equation we can say that the V by U will be same as V minus F by F. From equation 1 and 2, what we can written as V by U equal to V minus F by F. V minus F by F. Now do the cross product. So V into F, Vf is equal to U into V, Uv. So next or U of V minus F. So Vf equal to U into V, Uv. So next minus U into F, Uf. Now bring this minus Uf to left side. So Vf here minus, when this minus Uf will be right side, when it will be come to the left side it become plus Uf equal to Uv. Now take the common F on left hand side, F of V plus U. So when taken the F, what remains here? V. When you taken the F common, what remains here? U equal to Uv. So next after that I am rearranging this equation. Now I am bringing the UV to left side and F to the right side. So that's why V plus U by UV equal to 1 by F. I am bringing this UV to left side. I am bringing the F from left side to right side. What it become? V plus U by UV equal to 1 by F. So now again divide individually. V by U plus V plus U by U, V by UV plus U by UV equal to 1 by F. Now what will be cancelled here? V will be cancelled here. Here U will be cancelled. What remains here? 1 by U plus what remains here? 1 by V equal to 1 by F. So this is our mirror formula. What is the mirror formula? 1 by F equal to 1 by U plus 1 by V. And next come to the linear magnification. Linear magnification is nothing but it is a ratio between the height of the image to height of the object. So what is the linear magnification definition? Magnification M is equal, what is the definition? It is the ratio between the height of image to height of object. So this is the linear magnification definition. What is the linear magnification definition? It is the ratio between the height of the image to height of the object. So what is the ratio between the height of the image to height of the object? There are two formulas. So what is that? Height of image to height of the object is V by U. Height of the image to height of the object is V minus F by F. So that's why what is the formula for linear magnification? M equal to height of the image by height of the object is equal to, what is the first formula? V by U. And next, what is the second formula? Height of the image to height of the object, V minus F by U. So this is the formula for linear magnification of mirror. Now these two formulas are applicable for concave mirror and convex mirror, but to apply these formulas we have to follow the sign convention. ఈ రెండు ఫార్ములాస్ అప్లై చేసే ముందు కంపల్సరీగా మీరు ఏం చేయాలంటే సైన్ కన్వెన్షన్ అప్లై చేసి, అంటే ఈ ఫార్ములాలో సైన్ కన్వెన్షన్ అప్లై చేసి అప్పుడు ఆ ఫార్ములాస్ని యూజ్ చేయాలి. ఐఎమ్ టెలింగ్ నౌ. So what is the mirror formula? Mirror formula is 1 by F equal to 1 by U plus 1 by V. And next one, what is the magnification formulas? So mirror formula is 1 by F equal to 1 by U plus 1 by V. This is a mirror formula. And second one, magnification, linear magnification, M equal to height of the image by height of the object. So that is equal to V by U or V minus F by U. So this is a formula not in your textbooks. This extra formula, remember it. So now when I apply this formula for this concave mirror or convex mirror, both the formulas you have to follow the sign convention. Now I am applying the sign convention here. So after applying sign convention, in case of which mirror? Concave mirror. Now come to the focal length. So generally what are the sign convention? So all the distance are measured from pole of the mirror. The distance measured in the direction of incident light are positive, opposite to the direction of incident light are negative. Heights above the principal axis positive, heights below the principal axis negative. So now come to the focal length. What is the focal length? The distance from pole to focus. To measure the distance from pole to focus, in which direction you are moving? So this is the incident ray direction. So for this incident direction you are moving in which direction? Opposite direction. That's why F become minus F in case of the concave mirror. And next come to the U. U is nothing but object distance. The distance from pole to object. The distance from pole to object will be called as object distance. To measure the object distance, in which direction you are moving? In this direction, but the incident ray is opposite. So that's why here U is also minus U. And next to come to the image distance. In this case, where when the object is beyond C. So where the image formed? Here image formed. So to what is the image distance? The distance from the pole to image will be known as image distance. So when you are measuring the image distance, in this direction you are moving, but the incident ray is opposite direction. That's why image distance also V equal to minus V. And next one, come to the height of the object. The height of the object is, now consider this is the H naught. The height of the object is above the principal axis. The height of the image will be below the principal axis. So that's why H naught equal to plus H naught, and this is the image height. It will be the below the principal axis. That's why Hi is equal to minus Hi. So this is the values after applying sign convention. Now substitute in these formulas. So now 1 by F. F means minus F equal to 1 by U. U means minus U plus 1 by V. V means minus V. Now this plus into minus. So 1 by minus F equal to minus 1 by U plus into minus 1 by V. Now bring the minus common on right hand side. got minus 1 by f equal to minus, when we take the minus common on right hand side, so what remains? 1 by u, when minus will become here plus 1 by v. And now this minus and this minus will be cancelled. Now what is the mirror formula for concave mirror? 1 by f equal to 1 by v plus 1 by u. So for this case only, for this case, when the object is beyond C. So now when the object distance will be changes, the image distance is also changes. That's why sometimes the v sign convention is also changes. In case of when the object is between pole and focus, so the image will be formed behind the mirror. In that case, the v become plus. V become plus. Now come to the magnification. So this is the which mirror? Concave mirror formula. And general formula and concave mirror formula will be same after applying the sign convention when the object is beyond C. And next come to the magnification, m equal to. So height of the image will be minus hi by height of the object plus h naught equal to. And next what is there? V. Here in this case when the object is beyond C, V means minus v by, so u means minus u. So now m equal to minus hi by height of the image by height of the object equal to, so this minus will be cancelled, v by u. So that is nothing but when I rearrange the equation, magnification m equal to height of the image by height of the object, I am writing this minus here equal to minus v by u. So now this is the formula of magnification in case of concave mirror. Now the same two formulas is also applicable for convex, and after applying the sign convention we have to use. So that's why these are the two general formulas. These are the two general formulas that can be applicable for concave mirror as well as convex mirror. But very important is, while we are using this formula, always we have to use sign convention. After applying the sign convention, so nothing but after writing the sign convention, so these sign conventions are substituted in this equation, then only we get the result correctly, otherwise we get the wrong answer. So this is the today topic of mirror formula and magnification of mirror.
Like a Hellcat.